Welcome back, welcome back. Today I'm joined by
Hey everyone, I'm Shaheen.
Shaheen. Now, don't say how you feel unless the question explicitly asks it. What are you?
I am a Persian man and a nurse.
Why?
I don't have much choice for either of those things, but I'm thankful.
What do you want?
I want a family, or to experience a different type of family, and I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel fulfilled.
Why do you want it?
I think like growing up, I didn't exactly have like the family situation that I would have liked. And, nobody's family is perfect, right? But I feel like now I want to make my own and kind of have like this big close-knit unit type of thing going on, or at least just be happy with another person.
Do you think you should have it?
Yeah, I do. I actually do. I think I should, and I think that I didn't think that for a long time, but now I definitely do, now that I'm a little older.
What would you do to get it?
I don't think there's anything I would do to get it, like, other than what I'm doing right now. But who knows? I mean, I could rise to the occasion if need be, like if I had to change something in my life, or I guess it just depends. I haven't had to cross that bridge yet. I feel like I'm doing good.
What would you do if you had it?
If I had it.
Yeah, or like or how would you feel, or more like, what would you do?
I think that I would just settle. I feel like as a person, I'm constantly looking for more, or trying to... I'm like on the go right now, mentally, and everything about me is just like, what's next? But if I could like find that family unit, or create some stability outside of myself and like things like my job, my career, then yeah, I would just settle, which would be nice. It'd be a good change of pace.
What would you do if you knew you would never have it?
I've thought about that, and to tell you truthfully, like, I would just keep doing me, because if that's not in the books for me, then it's not in the books. Can't roll over and die about it,
Do you think you will ever have it?
Honestly, yes, I do. I think that it's in the works. It's been a long time coming.
What would you want next?
Good question. I think secondary to those desires, of course, like, personally, I want to do things like travel, or just like fun things. Like, I feel like I don't get to do much of that, but I don't want to do it alone, to be honest. That's why.
Are you of any faith?
Yeah, I would say that I am. I would say that I'm Christian. Yeah.
How do you rationalize tragedy?
So, kind of going back to like Christianity, I feel like I found God in the midst of tragedy. Specifically, I was going off of like the Bible and Christian works and stuff like that. And those helped me kind of rationalize tragedy by just saying like it's part of his perfect plan. And I stick to that mantra, like, you know, trust the plan. Trust the plan.
What natural form do you admire most?
The sky. Because the sky it's so big and it's always with you. Like, you look up and it's there. If everything is falling apart, just look up at the sky.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Where is your favorite tree?
Where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it? Good question.
Describe it in its setting in as great a detail as you are able.
Okay, so my favorite food right now, it's actually frozen in a plastic bag in my mom's pantry, or no, in the freezer, sorry. Or it's at the Persian market, and it's called korme sabzi, which is like a herbal stew. But my mom does not make that fresh, so I know she has it frozen in a bag somewhere.
Tell me a moment you fully accepted loss or defeat.
I feel like I can rationalize anything into it feeling like a win. Because I'm like damn, like, when is a moment that I fully accepted loss or defeat? Oh, I know. I went to University of Montreal, Université de Montréal, for less than 1 year. And when COVID happened, I like tried to do the online school thing, and it was depressing as hell. It was super depressing just being in that apartment all day in Canada. And so I came back to the US and I took the L. I lost my tuition money and all that good stuff.
Oh shit.
So that was a pretty big loss, but I still saw it as a win somehow.
What are you aware of?
My surroundings. Yeah.
What else?
And I would say the health of my patients.
Nice.
When I'm on the job, I'm like a hawk.
So, what's Canada like? I've never been up there. You've been all over the place, apparently.
Yes.
The Valley to Montreal.
So, okay, I'm a Valley boy. I'm from the Valley. But, you know, before I lived in Texas, I was born and raised in California, and I briefly went to school in Montreal, Canada. So Canada is beautiful. Montreal, it's a huge country, right?
Yeah.
Montreal is super beautiful. I like that it's francophone because I got to learn French, use French. That was pretty cool. But it's super cold. I'm not a fan of that. And I would say it kind of reminded me of like San Francisco. Like, it's like that type of San Francisco, or like Keep Austin Weird vibes.
Yeah.
But East Coast, so it has a very New York, Brooklyn look to it, and then mixed with like Paris or something, because you're speaking French. There's tons of European French people as well. So it's a trip. It's a fun place, but I was there when I was really young, so I feel like I didn't get to enjoy it. And also COVID ruined the experience. That really sucked. They were super strict.
What percentage of the population would you say has like a thick, or actually has like a Canadian accent?
Oh, good question. I would say a good amount. I would say, so the thing is, it's French Canada, right? So they're Quebecois people, lots of Quebecois, and they have accents. I would say 60% have, no, 80% in Montreal have some type of accent going on, because either they're Anglophone Canadians who kind of sound like how we imagine Canadians to sound, or they're Quebecois, so they have like a Quebecer accent, or they're from France, Morocco, Tunisia, China. You know, there's some going on all the time.
Hmm. So what made you want to become a nurse?
I feel like nursing found me, to be honest. Like in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, right? So I'd always just tell people as a lie, like, "Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna be a nurse. Like I'm gonna go to nursing school," because I was like embarrassed to be like, "Oh yeah, I have no plan, just vibes." And I didn't go to school. I didn't go to university straight out of high school,
Mm.
actually. So like, I I held off on that. I was just doing whatever type of job I could get my hands on. Like I was a farm tech, I was a server, but for some reason nursing just kept circling back to me, and it felt like a sign. I mean, at a certain point, I was like, I need a little more money. I need to like go to school and not be working for minimum wage anymore. And I took the prerequisite classes, and I was like, let's just see what happens. If I get in, I get in, and I got in to nursing school. So the rest is history.
Okay, now let's do some trolley problems. Let's start with a traditional one. 5 people on one track, and the train is going on that one already, but you have the option to pull a lever to divert it to a parallel track with only one person on it. Would you intervene and save the 5 but damn the 1?
Depends on how much who I like more. Like, do I like that one person more, or do I like someone in those 5 people more?
Okay, all right. So first let's say that you don't know any of them. So I guess you just have to go off vibes or whatever.
Who's prettier?
Oh.
Just kidding. Just kidding. No, honestly, in that case, I would pull the lever, because you know what? Better sacrifice 1 than 5, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's how I see it.
Yeah, so I guess by not intervening, that would be like sort of an active participation still, by that logic.
Yeah, to me, it's like either way, if I don't intervene, someone's gonna die. But if I don't intervene, it's gonna be 5 people. If I intervene, it's gonna be 1. And you know what? Like, I'll start life-saving measures once the lever's pulled. We can try and save the 1. It's gonna be a lot harder to try and save 5. CPR is real tiring. So.
Okay. Let's say that the 1 on his own, though, in 2 years will discover the cure for cancer. What now?
But I would know that.
Yeah, you would know that. You're psychic in this scenario.
Well, in that case.
And you can see the future.
I feel like the cure for cancer already exists. They just don't want to give it to y'all.
Hot take.
Hot take on the pod.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's say it doesn't exist, since it's not confirmed, right? But it's confirmed that he's gonna discover it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I would save him, and then I could be like, I saved the guy who who discovered the cure for cancer.
Yeah, but for the next 2 years, but until he discovers it, you're gonna have a hard time explaining that one.
What can I say?
Everyone's gonna be like, why wouldn't you save the 5 people? And you'd be like, just trust me, okay? You'll see.
Exactly. Trust the plan.
Yeah.
God worked through me. God's perfect plan has no mistakes, including me pulling the lever. So.
Okay. What about this? What if the it's 1 person versus 5 clones of Hitler. So they have they're genetically identical and everything, but they grew up in modern times and under different circumstances. What then? Which one are you saving?
Clones have no soul.
True.
So, you know what? Fuck them to those 5.
Yeah, the clone Hitlers. Okay, what hmm. Okay, if let's say it's 2 tracks now with one person on each. One of them is Hitler 2 years before World War II, or Stalin. Right before he starts all the gulags and everything. Which one are you going? Which one are you condemning?
I think Stalin killed my great uncle.
Okay, yeah.
So
you
it's
have
personal.
Yeah.
It's personal at this point, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for the Azerbaijani people.
Mm.
The Iranian invasion is not forgotten.
Yeah.
Because they invaded us.
Yep.
So yeah, fuck Stalin. Well, fuck them both, but
Yeah.
it's personal.
Mm. Okay. So let's say same scenario, but Hitler cast him, or no, they both. No, wait, no, shit. Okay, that doesn't really work. I don't know. I ran out of hypotheticals, I guess. These are just kind of off the top of the dome.
I was enjoying the hypotheticals. I wish there was more.
Okay, what if, like, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this right. What if, like, say this is an alternate reality where you live in, like, 1930s Germany or whatever, and, like, you were, like, in love with Hitler or whatever, and he hasn't done anything bad yet or even said anything outlandish. And like in 2 years' time, he's gonna like hit his head, and then he's gonna like change completely. But like you love him, would you kill him if you like had a psychic rendition of what he would do?
No, I wouldn't. Because you know what? I still have 2 years with my boo at that point. Why would I cut it short?
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't know.
Yeah. What I would do, or actually,
What would you do? Yeah, what would you do?
I don't know. Shit. I wasn't planning on having to answer this. I guess I'd probably do something pretty similar, but like if I knew that right before he would flip, I think I would like have him tell me about the rabbits or whatever.
The rabbits.
Like from what's it called? The one with George and Of Mice and Men.
Oh.
You remember where he tells Lenny to tell him about the rabbits or whatever?
Yeah, like he it's like when you pet a dog before they get put down or something.
Yeah. I would do that. Like if I knew like the day that he would turn or whatever, that's what I'd probably do.
I was a big fan of Curly's Wife when I read that book in 8th grade. I don't know why.
Damn, she was causing like all the problems.
I like a good villain. She's low key.
Yeah, she was a good villain though. I like Curly. I think he's funny.
I like that
That's
she
a
had
funny
him
character.
moisturize his hands.
Yeah, just one of them.
Oh, just one of them?
Yeah, the one in the glove.
The one in the glove? Fuck.
Yeah.
I think she's a queen. Rest in peace. I've been to that town actually, Salinas.
Mm-hmm.
Or Monterrey. I've been to both. Monterrey. I said it all Mexican. But yeah, I've been to both. That's where he wrote like Grapes of Wrath too. That's where he was from, right? John Steinbeck was from the Central California area.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a trip.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What do you think about the city? What do you think about the buildings? That's what's all around us. Like the ugliest buildings in Texas, but they're kind of like beautiful in that way. Like that one over there, I call it the 1984 building. The one with like the brutalist kind of looking one.
I am not a fan of like It looks like it's from the 80s, right? Could be 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't really know.
I think it was. I think it was like late '80s, mid late '80s.
I just think it is ugly. I'm not a fan of brutalist architecture. I'm not a fan of like.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I don't know. I really like old school architecture. Like things were so pretty.
Yeah,
Like Art Deco was nice. Like the old
Yeah.
Spanish style buildings. Like I like all the ornate details. I even like that 1940s and 50s. Like you see it a lot in like the small towns in Texas. Like the high street, like the main street, will have like those little shops all lined up.
Yes.
You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Love that. Yeah.
Love that. Not a big fan of like I don't know what happened. Maybe people were depressed.
Yeah.
They inspired really oppressive architecture.
I think it's because all the architects were doing so much cocaine that like their designs were super efficient, but aesthetically hideous. And like my thing about brutalist architecture is if you're gonna go brutalist, like go big, make something massive, like that that skyscraper they have in Pyongyang, the giant triangle one that's like,
Oh
unfinished.
yes, actually that one's pretty badass.
Yeah, like if it's like giant and like truly brutalist, like I don't want a giant or like a big-ish concrete block.
I want
you know?
Corpus Christi to look like Miami. I would love to see Corpus Christi Art Deco, like light blue, pink, light yellow colored buildings.
Yeah,
I think we should be the next Miami. I'm not even from here. I'm saying we.
Yeah,
I live here.
I could get behind that. I think honestly, I think we just need like if we like graffitied up the whole place like in an organized way like that or whatever, I think that would really nice.
Yeah.
I love to see a lot of color and but in a unified way, not just tags and shit like that.
Yeah, some of these artists need to learn how to tag, because some of them just don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I guess they're not. Well, I guess the really ugly work is never like an artist tag. It's like gang shit usually.
Yeah.
But or like dumbass kids.
Yeah.
But no, we need to keep Corpus weird. We need to make it Austin 2.0. Just kidding.
Yeah.
That would suck. I
Yeah.
like
Well,
the
then it'd be
South
too
Texas
expensive for me
flavor.
to live here. Yeah. Austin's crazy expensive now.
How long have you been here?
About 2 years. Actually, over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I moved here like, what was it? I think like around this time, 2023, a little before actually, like a little before April 2023. So I've been here for a bit.
You did your high school over there, right?
In Syntax, yeah. Yeah, and it's pretty nice over there. It'd been cool growing up by the ocean, though, for sure.
I mean, I did kind of grow up by the ocean. I grew up by Long Beach, California. But I think Corpus is nicer. I love South Texas. I think I'm a South Texas guy through and through.
Yeah.
Love San Antonio, Corpus, and of course the Valley.
Yeah.
And I love everything in between, even though there isn't much. I'd be going to Falfurrias sometimes just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I think Corpus, I have to better vibe out the city. That's the thing. I come here and I do nothing. Like I just chill. I haven't gone out here, like really go out. And I've yet to like kick it with like local people. You're local enough. 2
Yeah.
years. You have some time under your belt at this point.
Yeah. Like half of my adult life. Pretty good.
Fair.
So, what are there any topics that you're like really passionate about, or that you'd like to talk about, or?
Good question. Okay, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Do you feel like because, you're a philosophy student,
Yeah.
do you feel like you're in deep thought constantly, or do you find yourself being like head empty, just vibes?
Honestly, it goes back and forth like so crazily. I'll be like deep into thought for like hours or sometimes like days, and then like I'll go through a period where I'm just like watching TV doing fucking nothing, uh, just having empty thoughts. So it really goes, and there's not a whole lot of in between. Honestly, I'm either like all in it, or I'm in La La Land.
Yeah, I feel like I'm no thoughts, head empty most of the time. Or maybe my pineal gland is calcified. My third eye is blocked, because the other day I was like, damn, like, I don't be thinking too deeply. But you know what? Just vibes is good vibes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think too hard and I'm like, damn, I'm sad now.
Yeah. Yeah, and once I start thinking too deeply, it's really hard to stop, and it really like fucks up the vibe sometimes. 'Cause it always hits like at like inconvenient times, like when I need to think deeply and like have a conversation about it or whatever, or when it's the time, I'm oftentimes empty-headed, and then when I'm just at home when I want to relax, I can't, 'cause then that's when the thoughts decide to kick in.
Yeah, exactly. When you want to relax, that's when you start thinking deep.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing about thinking deep is that you never really run out of things to think about.
That's true.
Because you can endlessly dissect every little thing. Like,
I've gotten better about that, though. I think I've gotten better with time. When I was like in high school, I feel like I was very anxious. I would dissect everything. Why did they say this, or why did this person look at me like that, or pod intermission.
hey, Dad. Yeah, I'm filming a podcast right now. Okay. Love you too. Bye.
He loves his dad.
I do.
That's a really good thing.
I do. I'm very lucky to have good parents.
I feel like parents are all just trying their best, but damn, sometimes their best is some bullshit. Like, sometimes it's really not their best. I don't know, they're just trying.
Yeah, my parents really do their best, though. I mean,
that's good. Hey,
yeah.
That's a blessing.
I mean, they supported me, all the way through rehab and everything like that. A lot of parents wouldn't do that. Because I was a real pain in the ass for quite a while. But
how many years were you a pain in the ass for?
I mean, if I'm still not a pain in the ass, probably like 2 or 3 at least.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I was a pain in the ass for like, hold on, 6 years. 6 years is a long time to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's not counting high school. So
yeah.
I might have hit 10. Honestly, I think I did the big 10.
Dang,
I really did.
You should get like a watch or something.
Yeah, really, I should. I earned it.
Yeah.
But now I just mind my business, keep a low profile, just keep doing me.
Yeah. Yeah. So so you were down here for an application, right? A job application?
No. So I was telling him I wanted to work at a hospital over here, but that was over the phone. I had called them, talked with a recruiter, and damn, they're lowballing me real ugly. Like, I don't know how. I don't know if they just thought because it's over the phone, like we can screw him over. But why would anyone work for that pay? Like, get out of my face.
Yeah, the only Cost of living in this town is really low, though. Like, from what I've found, the wages down here are just really lower than they are other parts of Texas. Anywhere in the Triangle, and then
Dude, but where I live, like the border, the cost of living is super low.
Yeah,
Everything
true.
is cheap. Wages are shit for every job, except nursing still has a livable ass wage. I'm like, dude, how am I supposed to live on $27 an hour? Like, get out of here.
Yeah, all the money down here is in petroleum and imports and stuff like that. That's why I can't remember how much that bridge ended up costing again. It was supposed to be like under $1 billion, and it wound up being like 5 times that. And then there was like a whole scandal because you remember the bridge that collapsed in Florida or whatever.
No, vaguely.
There was this bridge collapsed in Florida, and the same engineering firm that did that was the one that was responsible for building the new Harbor Bridge. And
when did it open?
This one, I don't think it's open yet. I think it's opening like in like a month or so. It's supposed to.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been delayed for a long, long time though. Because there was like a bunch of scandals uncovered by the one in Florida that collapsed. So they had to find a new firm. And then there were a couple duds. Things were slow to get started. But now it's looking like they're gonna finish.
Well,
and it looks really nice, from the.
I do think it looks nice. I told him it looked like a bridge I saw in Portugal.
So.
In Lisbon.
So what were you doing in Portugal?
My friend's parents invited me on vacation there, and I bought the ticket, but I got to stay. Her family lives there, so I got to stay with family, and it was super fun. It was beautiful. Love it there. It feels like a Sunday afternoon, for better or for worse. But yeah, I am a big fan of Portugal.
So what do you think about them decriminalizing all the drugs? So you can do anything there now, like literally like heroin, meth, ecstasy.
Oh, what do I think? Good question. The thing is, Portugal, and I think for them, like, that worked. Shit, you know what I mean? I wonder what it'd be like here. I don't know. It's just it's so different. It's like a country of like what? 3 million people?
Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah, so it was such a different vibe. Like I said, it felt like a Sunday afternoon on a Friday night. Yeah. But also, I really hate that people like get caught up in some shit or make mistakes, and then they have like a fat ass record.
Yeah.
Following them forever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, and it's not like the place is falling apart or anything. They're still doing just fine. I mean, they obviously by that decision they make a lot of liberal economic decisions, which is not necessarily the best sector to be liberal in.
Portugal used to be like a fascist country.
Yeah, they
until like the 70s or 80s or something.
Yeah.
Late 70s.
Yeah, so did Italy before World War II.
Yeah.
Mussolini and all that.
And Spain was until the 80s, right?
Yeah.
What a trip.
It was. And now France is, collapsing and shit.
France is the new fascist country.
Yeah, or it might, honestly. I could see that happening. I could see like a rise of nationalism going on in France because they've been getting dogged on by the government for a while, and you've seen all the riots and everything that have been going on there.
Hot take for the pod. I don't really like to be informed about what's going on in the world.
That's valid.
No thoughts, head empty already, as is. I don't even want to know what's going on in fucking Texas. I just kind of keep it to the local shit, the local chisme of the Rio Grande Valley. Because I feel like people were not meant for all the information overload that the news and Instagram and Twitter gives us. It's a little much. I don't really want to know what's going on in France. Damn. I don't even, like I said, I don't even want to know what's going on in Austin.
Yeah.
The local news is fine because where I'm from, it's like a lot of small towns, right?
Yeah.
And everyone in the RGV talks, chisme makes the rounds, as we say, the gossip. So like we know, we're in the know amongst ourselves.
Yeah, we definitely weren't designed for this much information. It's too much, because whereas before the printing press was invented, say, you wouldn't really hear about anything maybe outside of whatever nation or whatever you're under the control of. And even then, information would take a long time to travel. So barely anyone in the Roman Empire had any idea that China even existed. They had very limited knowledge, even of India. They had no idea that places like Japan or the Philippines or anything like that existed. So, but now there's the Earth is big enough, and there's enough people that there's enough big events happening that you can have one or two really notable things a week. Whereas back then, you might have one or two really notable things happen in, say, a lifetime. There's you can, and not only can you receive information that it's happening, but you can watch it happen. There's cameras everywhere. Everything's digital. Everything's available. So you can. It's too much to choose from. So it's devalued itself, kind of. The supply determines the value, the price, kind of thing. There's an infinite supply, so who's to say that it has any value?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that, because that reminds me of social media, right? That infinite supply.
Yeah.
And whether it's news or whether it's just people's thoughts, I used to have Twitter, and I was why am I I don't want to know what these people are thinking. Why are they writing what they're thinking? I don't give a damn. I don't want to know. You're stressing me out. Stop talking. It's too loud in here, even though it's just posts.
Yeah.
Too loud in there. So yeah, I deleted all that shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just kind of yelling into the void or whatever.
Yeah.
When people are isolated, they talk to themselves just to stimulate their ears enough so that they can hold on to their sanity for a bit longer. I think it's kind of a daily maintenance way of doing that, because I find that the people that do that sort of thing more are usually the ones that isolate themselves more. So they're trying to compensate for that in a different way, because they still need human interaction. Even the most antisocial people can be punished by being put into solitary.
I guess that's a good thing about social media, because if you're not getting that interaction in real life, get your dopamine hits and get your interaction through comments and messages and whatever. So it's probably good for some people. Yeah. I get enough interaction every day in real life. I need less. I need to go away.
Yeah.
To the hill country and be left alone.
Yeah. You been to the hill country?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, it's really nice, dude.
I've been to La Cantera, which is not a hill country at all, but north San Antonio, north of La Cantera a bit, the suburbs, I feel you're starting to get there. Yeah. I saw a natural waterfall, and it was hilly, but not quite the real thing.
Yeah, man, it's super beautiful out there. Because you can see just for miles and miles, and there's these great green hills, and it's not green hills of grass. It's these giant half mountains covered in trees and stuff.
I can't even imagine it, but I would like to go.
I would recommend Center Point or Kerrville is beautiful. It's probably the best small town, and true small town, because a lot of people when in Texas, when they say small town, it's just a patch on the outcrop of a large city. No, this
Yeah.
is like true small town. It's got or like small city, I guess. It's like 40,000 people.
No, that's a small town, dude. That's not even a city.
Yeah, yeah. But it's so beautiful, and like you can tell that the city planning and everything was done really intentionally. It's not excessive at all. It's really well maintained. The parks there are beautiful, and they have a river running through them, and there's like this dam and stuff like that. It's really nice.
I have a lot of places on my Texas bucket list, travel list. So Hill Country is definitely one of them. I'll keep Kerrville at the top of it. Home of the first HEB, I believe, right?
I think so, yeah.
And then I've been really interested in Del Rio. They also have a river running through town. And I don't know, like I'm just kind of keen on seeing what's up. And then there's like Lake Amistad over there too, the Friendship Lake, on the border with Mexico, and I heard it's really nice.
Yeah.
I even want to travel locally. Like there's a place called Rio Grande City in the valley, and dude, it's all buildings from like the late 1800s. Yeah, Starr County, Texas. It's like 60 miles east of where I live, so not too far. I've never had the chance to go out there. What about you? What's on your bucket list?
So locally, I think I've been to Louisiana a couple times, but I want to go back for sure. I mean, it's like semi-local. It's not like going to like New York.
You've
or
been
whatever.
to New Orleans?
Yeah, or I've driven past it. Haven't been through like the city itself.
I haven't. My sister went to school there, so I would go when I was younger. I'd stay with her. It's a fun place.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
Too fun.
Oh yeah, like the bayous and all that stuff. That's so cool. Like it's such a unique ecosystem and all that.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I did like a little swamp tour, and it's like touristy, but it was worth it. I mean, it was super beautiful. I got to see all types of wildlife. Raccoons, dude. Raccoons swim. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's sick.
Saw a family of swimming
swim.
raccoons. Apparently, that's like an alligator's favorite snack.
Yeah.
Saw alligators. Saw. Oh, lots of crayfish. Like live on the banks. If you turn over a rock, they just scatter.
Yeah, I love raccoons. They're such cool little creatures. Plus, they're like pretty intelligent too. Like I think they're smarter than dogs.
I don't like them
by a lot.
I think they're gross.
I mean, yeah, they can be for sure. I mean, like a wild raccoon though.
I just don't like them because a raccoon killed the stray cat's kittens once out in my backyard, and I was pissed.
Oh shit.
And I've never forgiven the species as a whole.
Yeah.
So now I just don't fuck with them. Do they have opposable thumbs?
They do, yeah.
Ugh, so that's gross.
Yeah. No, there used to be this one raccoon that I was buddies with. I would like feed him and stuff, and you'd jump up on me, and I'd like hold the food up, and he'd like go and get it and stuff. He was super friendly and everything.
I'm like that with stray cats. Hey, have you ever seen a ringtail?
A lemur?
No, wait. They're in Hill Country.
A ringtail.
Like, let me search this. Hold on.
Is it like a cat?
No, yeah, kind of. It's like a raccoon and a cat mixed.
Really?
I need to show him something.
I think so. I've seen bobcats, possums, raccoons.
Texas Hill Country ringtail. They're super friendly apparently, but super rare.
I have never seen one of those.
It's so cute.
Is that like a marsupial, or is it like a...
I have no clue.
Huh. I'm guessing it's gotta be related to...
Look at his little like hands and feet. I think it's so cute.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Dude, I'm guessing they probably got hunted to extinction as soon as people showed up.
Basically.
Probably, yeah.
The RGV, we have ocelots, and they're going extinct, which is very sad.
You'll have ocelots?
Yeah.
I thought those were like in Africa. Or
No.
like the Amazon or something.
We have ocelots. We used to have jaguars. They're extinct now.
Thank God.
We have javelinas, of course. We have nilgai,
Mm.
which are giant, like buffalo type creatures.
Huh.
We have alligators, lots of sharks in the water.
That's really neat. I didn't really think about the Rio Grande Valley as having like a whole lot of fauna and stuff like that.
It does. It really does. We have a lot. Like for me, the ocelots are the coolest. We have a lot of armadillos. I've never seen one alive. I've only seen them dead.
You never seen an armadillo alive?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But it's because I live in town, and then I'm on the highways when I'm going through like the country and stuff. So that's when I see my armadillos most of the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, armadillo defenses aren't much for don't deflect bullets very well, so they're not very well adapted to the Texan environment these days.
Yeah, that's sad. I feel really bad for animals, and we're getting really developed in the RGV, unfortunately. Fortunately, unfortunately, however you see it. So I'm like, I just don't know what it's going to look like 10, 20 years from now.
Yeah. So, do you like the ocean?
I do like the ocean. I used to swim in the ocean all the time.
Mm.
I haven't been enjoying it as much lately, though. I haven't been taking like advantage of it to its fullest extent. I'm in Corpus. I haven't gone to the beach yet. I live an hour from South Padre Island. I don't go to the island. And if I go, it's to go party in like a condo. Keep it on land.
Mm.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely beautiful. Like,
All the cuz are being annoying out here.
yeah.
The little tacuaches honking their horn.
Yeah.
Do you like the ocean?
I love the ocean. I think I do.
I prefer fresh water, I think.
Really? I mean, yeah, it's got a lot of selling points, namely that you can, drink it.
Yeah, and it doesn't burn your eyes.
Yeah. I mean, but I feel like you more often hear about flesh-eating bacteria and stuff coming from fresh water.
You know what? Fair. That is true. I didn't grow up around it. Maybe that's why. Like I said, I grew up right near Long Beach, California. I was at the beach all the time. So I don't know. Like I remember, like I was like, oh my gosh, like the water's kind of still. Like the first time I experienced like a proper lake,
Yeah.
I was like, the water's kind of still. It's like super clear. I don't know. It's not burning my eyes. Like what is this? It's amazing.
Yeah.
I really like Barton Springs, Lady Bird Lake, that type of vibe.
Oh yeah, those are super nice. Austin has the river there during the summer after like all the floods have stopped and or when there's no more rain for a while, and like the water's like crystal clear, like at like Zilker and stuff downtown. It's like it's really nice. And like there's so many people and it's very lively and stuff like that.
Austin makes me really happy. I think I wouldn't take a pay cut, but yeah, I wouldn't take a pay cut. I would negotiate my pay, but I'd happily pay expensive ass rent to live in Austin just for a little bit. It really makes me happy being there.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, honestly, yeah, you should try it. Like the best time to live in Austin too is when you're young.
Right?
Yeah, like I mean once you get older or whatever, like all the like the selling points of it, or like it'd be like for your like kids or whatever, like not for yourself for the most part.
I would want my kids to have a more fun upbringing than I did because I was always bored.
Yeah.
And it was fucking ghetto. It was boring and ghetto. No, Austin is badass, and I have like a year and a half left on my current work contract, and then I finish school shortly after that because
Nice.
I'm getting my master's.
Nice.
But yeah, fuck it. Like maybe Austin will be the move. It all depends. Who knows? I feel really tied down to the valley for some reason, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself staying in Corpus like long term?
I think possibly. I like it here. It's pretty nice. Although, I do want to travel though and stuff. I was thinking, I was looking at like volunteer work and stuff I could do. Like,
Repeat that.
I was looking at like, seeing if I could do like volunteer work or something somewhere. Like whether that's like within the U.S. or outside or whatever. Just
Yeah, that could be cool.
yeah.
I would love to do like a medical mission trip. I feel like that would be really fun.
Yeah, and I feel like I'd be like I'd probably be doing like manual labor or something like that. I don't think I have a lot of skills that would like translate other than like maybe like digging wells or something like that. If that's even really like needed anymore, I'm not sure.
Lately, I've been thinking I want to just get strong and go work in the oil fields.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a pretty major career shift though.
It's because I need more money. I need more money. And it's like, we'll hit the oil rig. Get at it,
Yeah.
We live in Texas. It's a land of opportunity.
Yeah, no, I feel like I feel like those days are kind of past when you could just like show up to town with like 25 cents and a helmet and go.
Really?
Probably. Because like most of them are like semi-automated nowadays.
You have to always know a person too. You got to know a guy.
Yeah, you gotta know a guy.
And I don't have skills like welding or anything like that. I'd have to be doing like who knows what I'd be doing.
Yeah, I feel like I hear that a lot more these days. That like career trajectories are not so straightforward. Like I would think that being a nurse, you should easily be able to make enough to like support at least yourself. It's.
I have expensive taste.
Oh, okay, I see now.
No, it's not even that. It's honestly just. Well, you know what? I need to just be more mindful. But I would love to like have like fuck you money.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I think everyone would like to have fuck you money.
Right? Like right now
awesome.
I really have that JOB money. Like I missed a shift to come to Corpus. And I was like, damn, that's gonna hurt my check a little bit. But you know what? I'm super glad I did. I don't care. Fuck it.
I think we can probably wrap it up about there. Anything else you want to say or?
No, I think I've said a lot and nothing at all. Just kidding. I hope you guys got something out of it.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. And
Salute.
Salute.